Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the second episode of Honey and Clover. So, first episode, not too much happened. We were being introduced to our characters, what they're like, how they interact with each other, what they do, that sort of thing. And they are certainly a interesting bunch, that's for sure. That's my biggest takeaway. And we got at least one cute girl, Hagu, who you just want to Hagu, and one other girl that I think has a thing with one of the other characters, although we hadn't gotten into that too much. She just looked salty when listening to other girls talking about him. But anyway, I'm sure we'll get more into all that stuff in the future. Now, we're starting off with the opening with this episode. And yeah, last episode, if you watched my reaction to that, the opening, it kind of got me. It kind of jump scared me severely. I just don't expect to be jump scared by an opening. Especially one about food. I usually trust food. I love food. I eat it. It tastes good. It keeps me alive. I have a good relationship with food. And that was kind of betrayed during that opening. So it was a rough thing. But I'm at least ready this time, so it shouldn't be so bad, even though it's still a very weird opening. But I'm ready for it. So let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. I think that plate is better off empty. I just want to know what the people were smoking when they made this opening. That's all I want to know. Like, just look at the stuff. I mean, I can appreciate the panties food at least, but there's a lot of just really disturbing stuff in this. It's still unsettling. I may have seen it once already, but it's still unsettling. I wouldn't say I'm used to it. I don't know if I ever will be. And not this one. Not this one. Yeah, you're gonna... Footprint? Cigarette? That is a weird thing to do. Oh yeah, he made it worth a thing. I remember that now. He's just trying to give you this mushroom. What's the big deal? That looks very unpleasant. Is that what it is for? Priorities. Probably crying in a corner somewhere. I'm gonna imagine that now. So she's an artist herself? Or she is. I mean, considering the opening, I'm a little bit worried of any art that might be in this show. Because it's probably going to be weird. So I'm prepared for that. I mean, yeah, it's... I guess she's in her element. He almost looks like the Armored Titan. Who wouldn't want to be Hagu? Back to that wheel. Right. It really looks like he's kind of bending down to get a head pat from her. That's really what it looks like. Which he kind of is getting, sort of. For sure. Still trying to find yourself, find your purpose in life. I don't know, Moit is the best example. Starting to get a little bit hungry. But then I remember the opening and that hunger just goes away. True friendship here. Pretty good advice. Just try something. Put yourself out there. See what suits you. That sounds great. Sounds even better. It's not a party without Hagu-chan. You can hear you slurping from all the way out here. Which is saying something because there's moving vehicles in between us. Yo. Hagu, what are you up to? Do you speak? Hagu no to. Oh my god, this girl's cute. Not fair. I mean, I'm sure it's worth it to her. Think she needs a Hagu right about now. What? But we didn't do anything. Just that footprint. What is this internet in which you speak? Room. Oh. Well, there are worse pictures that you could find of yourself on the internet, so it's not as bad as it could be. Wow. That was scummy. Wow. You okay, Hagu? What? Gates home. Okay. I guess that's one way to get money. Are you looking for the Kokuri, whatever it's called? Yeah, I don't think she wants to be around you right now. Or ever. That's a little foot. That's a little weird. I need an adult. That'll show him. I'm glad she's in this show. It's really creepy to give somebody a copy of their own foot, just so you know. Or just to have a copy of their own foot, not all really. It's a weird thing. Yeah, oh, there she is. Most attractive female in the show so far. Boof! So, are we gonna get more of this character now? Yeah, she's quite pretty, isn't she? Maybe she's trustworthy. It's okay. She's not gonna hurt you, probably. She's not gonna pimp you out on the internet, probably. Oh. Wow. I did that quickly. She just doesn't speak, she just makes cute noises and faces. It's great. I don't think I've ever seen so much concentrated moe in one character in a long time. Agunoto. It's like a death note, but, you know, cuter. More pleasant. People get hugs instead of death. Back to the bowl. You dirty girl. Can you not focus with someone staring at you? Don't mind me, I'm just watching. From a safe distance, I won't break anything anymore. Okay, you can go closer to her. She seems friendly enough. She won't make you hold anything. Ayumi. Actually a very cute name. Even Hanamoto. Hana, you know, flower. Do you like it? I think he does. Keep it together, man. You're a public. I think you hear a chainsaw. I think so. Oh. Well, I'm sure he's fine. I'm up for it. That's the important thing. Yeah, fair enough. I guess we don't want to upset him. Even though I care more about Hagu's feelings than his. I wouldn't have paid him for that type. But I only met him last episode, so. Are any of us truly adults? Are you okay? Is this, yeah, it's Morita. Just make sure to get home in one piece, man. Sensei Purinda? I'm not sure what that is. I do know that he is not doing so well. Oh, did you see some shoes you wanted? I'm not sure those would suit you. But I guess that's something that Hagu wanted. Get her a present to make her hate you less, maybe? Maybe it'll work. Like, what the heck is he doing here? Wow. That just looks kind of weird. I would like this shoe, please. Or just suitable shoes, I guess. I guess those didn't pan out. A lot. Jeez! That is way more than I've ever paid for a pair of shoes. But he did make a lot of money off of Hagu, so... all that ad revenue, you know. Least he could do is buy her something, I guess. There's a lot of smoking in this show. Don't I know it? Hagu. She looks happy. Wish I could hear what they were saying. I imagine soon. Is that him? Hey. Yeah, you don't look so great, but we're glad to have you back. Yeah, we've been waiting for you because we're such considerate people. Now, do you need a nap? His Hagu senses were tingling. I have a shoe for you. I was waiting for her reaction. She's not happy to see him. I don't think that curtain's gonna offer too much protection, though. Shoe, I got shoe. Please forgive. And there you go. It's the shoes. Be happy. Yeah. She can speak, just doesn't do it a lot. It's nice to see her so happy. Although she is quite cute and she's, you know, scared as well. I think he died of a heart attack. Or he's just asleep. When was the last time you slept? Just don't drop him. Well, we waited this long, so yeah. He kind of is. You didn't even get him a pair of shoes. It's just too much. There's just too much cuteness concentrated into that person. Oh, a lot. My God, she just keeps going. Well, yeah, it's a long walk to carry a whole adult body, plus a couple bags. Yeah, I saw that. I believe that. Yeah, if only it was that easy to get forgiveness for such a thing. Why am I erect? Don't ask me, man. Maybe you ate some bad meats. Well, it's certainly not going to get any lighter. Yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with that. If that is the one demon from Sengoku Rants that went on the bridge. If that's the same thing, then yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with it. Because I was like an old man that got heavier and heavier over time. The more I cried, I think. Just the Hagu cuteness is just overloaded this episode. It's just a weird balance because we have all these, because like such a male dominated cast of characters, and then we have just 100% pure concentrated moe into one character, you know? Only like one other female character of any importance who hasn't really had a lot of screen time or importance so far. Okay, that was the second episode of Honey and Clover. And I mean, what's there to say about this episode? There's a lot of Hagu greatness. Morita apparently posted pictures of her online, getting a certain demographic's attention, like 100,000 clicks. I think they said, and that's a lot of ad revenue. Like that's you can make a lot off of that. So it's good that he at the very least bought her a present with some of that dirty money of his. So that's good. But there was just so much Hagu cuteness. That's really what left the biggest impression on me on the episode, for sure. Just like the white eyes thing she does, just so many facial expressions and mannerisms, and just the pure excitement that she had when she got those shoes, all the spinning and stuff. It was just top tier cuteness. That really was the biggest thing with the episode to me. We had some good classic Morita as well, you know, like everything we learned about him in the first episode, we feel like we saw plenty of that in this episode too. Sleeping, being really out of it. creeping people out as well. Like when he went to the store, he just carries a little foot, like puts into shoes, like, hey, give me one shoe that fits this foot. Like, that's probably not a typical thing that these employees deal with. So I'm sure that was quite the day for them. But you know, they got a sale. That's the important thing at the end of the day. And yeah, Takemoto's a pretty nice guy, wanting to wait for Morita to have the party. You know, being just really considerate of his feelings. Like, he's a pretty good friend. Even carrying him back home on his back. Like, if you get a friend like that, you hold on to them for sure. And yeah, he definitely seems to have a thing for Hagu. I think that's what they're heavily implying there at the end. You know, that feeling of love, I think, is what he was trying to describe there. So we'll see where that goes. Although I think didn't we have like the bit of that realization in episode 1, I think, at the end? I'm not quite sure. I'm quite tired right now. So my memory's not quite up to its usual slightly below average level. Yeah. We did have a lot of smoke in this episode, which just, yeah. I'm not really a big fan of smoking in general. Just because it's just such a stupid, terrible thing to do. And yet, especially in anime, the characters that do it, it feels like they think doing so is a cool thing, you know? Like, it kind of has that impression, at least in anime I've seen. But it's not. It's just a stupid, gross, expensive hobby. So, I don't like how much of that we showcased in the show. It's probably my biggest complaint of it so far. But I know that's a very subjective thing. And we had the Hagu notebook. That was a nice little thing. Really not much more to say on the episode, I don't think. Really, just Hagu was just so scared of him. I mean, understandably, just Morita's, he's done a lot to that girl, you know? Made her hold weird things and taking pictures and uploading them on the internet and making him hold up her foot. Just, yeah, not the best first impression with that character. But buying her the shoes, I think, went a long way to mending that. It seems like we also have a bit of a thing developing between Hagu and, what's her name, Ayumi? Yeah, I would like to get more of Ayumi, for sure. There's not a lot of beautiful female characters in this show, like, not at all, so if we could get more of her, that'd be great. So hopefully we do. But at least we're having a nice chunk of Hagu. That's at least something, right? So yeah, that's all I really got to say on the episode. So I'm just gonna end it off here for now. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.